Hey, my name's Matt Soltis, and I'm doing my presentation at home. And here's my audience. So, here you go. If you'll film this, please. Is it rolling? All right, am I good? Okay. So, my presentation is about how to properly shoot a basketball, and my title is The Art of Shooting a Basketball. Can you guys see from here?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, all right. Have you ever noticed how high arcing basketball shots go in more often than flat basketball shots? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So I've played basketball since I was young, and I've learned from a lot of good, experienced coaches and players about how to properly shoot a basketball. And I've learned that the higher you shoot it, the better it goes in. So, and also along with other factors. So getting to the first, just preview. Here's our three main points of how to properly shoot a basketball. The first one is what arc is a good arc. The second one is rotation of the ball. And third is the consistency of shooting a basketball. So the first point with the arc, as I was saying in preview, was what arc is a good arc. And there's no specific arc or degree that you need to shoot it at, but it's just you learn it with touch, and over time you'll understand if you're shooting it too high or too low. Because if you shoot it too low, there's not a good chance of it going in, but if you shoot it too high, that can hurt your chances too. So you can learn like a good medium. And this picture displays a good range of arches that the ball can go for it to go in. And the trajectory is important in making your percentage go up in shots. So how to shoot a basketball with good rotation is to shoot, sorry one sec, I cut myself off when I skipped a point. Actually, the rotation is what I'm going to talk about really quick. So the rotation of the ball, it helps your odds your percentages go up in shooting the basketball. So if you shoot it with a soft touch with one hand and give it good backspin, it's much more likely to go in than if you shoot it with side spin, or if you shoot it with like a knuckleball, or you shoot it really hard. So in this picture, I just have a basketball here, and if it has good backspin on it, it's much more likely to go in. Which leads to the next point of how do you shoot it with good backspin? Here's a picture of Michael Jordan, who's said to be the best shooter of all time. And so how you do shoot it with good rotation is to shoot it with one hand. And by one hand, I mean you have one hand shooting the ball and the other hand guiding it. And when you do that, when you flick the ball, it helps give good backspin rotation. And it's much more consistent to shoot with one hand rather than two, because if you shoot with two hands, you can't quite get the same rotation on the ball as if you shoot it with one. So it's a lot more accurate that way. And this helps with consistency because, like I said, it's a lot easier to learn shooting with one hand than two because it's inconsistent when you shoot with two. And so it's the conclusion, which is a bunch of the best shooters in the NBA, and it shows how similar they all shoot. They're all shooting with one hand, and they all shoot with good arches on their shots. Like, none of them shoot flat. They all put good height on the ball. And my sources for this presentation came from basketball websites online, such as noahbasketball.com, coachesclipboard.net, along with YouTube videos, and just learning from coaches in person and just on TV in the NBA. Thank you for listening to my presentation.